Hello there.
I think it's going to start becoming, or it has been a recurring theme in this show, of characters doing the exact opposite of what other characters tell them to do. You know, Uncle June's had a heart-to-heart with Tony. He's like, don't tell anyone about cancer. Uncle June has cancer. Janice, out of all people as well. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student in Sydney, Australia. Shooting your shot, baby. And we are up to episode 6 of the Sopranos season 3 today. We are taking a trip back to school. This one is titled University. We're going to waste no more time. We're going to get into the reaction. And let's have some fun with this thing. Let's absolutely slay it. Let's go.
Tracy, right? Her bed's very sweet. You're a great girl, you know. Don't take this the wrong way. But you can't be doing stuff like this. No good.
I just wanted to say thanks.
I know, but we have as an employer-employee thing.
Can't we be friends?
Yeah, well, you see, I'm not so sure that's such a good idea either, because, you know, you and Ralphie.
Yeah, Ralphie.
I'm glad your kid's okay.
Ralphie.
Crocker.
So Russell Crowe, I mean, he's trapped, right?
He's still going on about Gladiator.
And he's telling him how to do it?
I know. And then he yanks a sword from that dude.
Yeah.
That was so fat. What about when the guy gets hit with that spike thing and chunks of his head go flying?
Enough already.
Well, we're making conversation.
I know, but people are trying to eat.
Thank you.
Did Ralphie have a
Why
kid
do
with
I
Tracy?
watch this garbage? Erin Brockovich, that was a nice one.
I didn't care for it.
You did too. What are you talking?
See what that is.
Since when did I become a butler?
Wait, it's probably Jackie Jr. He locked himself out.
No accountability, this kid.
What? People forget their keys.
Here he is. Fresh Prince of New Jersey.
Interesting. I feel like they're eating like a similar roast to, I don't know if I'm reading too much into it here, but you saw when Tony had the first panic attack as a child, he looked that roast dead in the eye as it was being cut. And in this scene right here, the roast itself, I think it's roast, it's turned away from Tony. So like the flesh side of it is turned away from Tony. And I don't know if that's intentional from the filmmakers or from the TV show makers, from David Chase, to have that placed there. And we think to ourselves, okay, what, like, and some people might be, okay, why is Tony not having a panic attack here? There's like sort of some sort of flesh here. It's being cut up, but maybe because it's being cut up away from Tony, like it's not in his eye. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's just how I see things.
Oh, don't get up, don't get up.
I'll fix your plate.
Sit down. Have something to eat.
No, I can't. Dino Zarelli's out in the car.
You sure? Something quick? Why don't you go bring him in?
Next time.
You don't want Dino in here.
It's all right, we'll use my set.
I'll put him on the counter.
What am I, the invisible man here?
Hey. Hey, man. Your sister around?
She decided to stay at school and study. Any message?
No, just, you know, hello.
Are
I'm
they teasing your future relationship
sorry to
here?
interrupt your dinner.
Stay out of trouble.
So handsome.
Good kid.
Little pig-headed, you ask me. Every advantage of this kid. College, good home life. I had to quit school in 11th grade. Help my mother. Supposed to be an architect.
Now, I talked about, when, I can't remember, far out. I think it was when Livia died or when Uncle June was put on house arrest. There was no one at the end of the table to sit opposite Tony. And usually that one individual who sits opposite Tony ends up giving him grief. You saw Uncle June was about to commit a hit on Tony. Okay, him and Livia, we're going back to season 1 days here. But here, it's Ralphie sitting at the other head of the table. And does that mean that Ralphie is going to be Tony's potential next rival or the next one to cause him grief in life? Because we've seen there's been little seeds planted that Ralphie, talking in the, or Johnny Sack, talking in the year of Ralphie. So here, this is the other individual sitting across from Tony. And Tony probably thinks it's all good at the moment. Yeah, he's had to keep Ralphie in check a few times. And Ralphie has had to take things on the chin in terms of like the way things are. But I don't know. Potentially, he may be the next individual that causes Tony grief.
So, when did you first notice me?
I don't know. History of film, I guess. The way you talked, Turned around to see who you were.
And?
Nothing.
I don't feel the chemistry between these two. I don't know.
No,
Say it. I'm not gonna stop till you say it.
Okay, wait.
I thought you were cute, all right?
Nah, I knew it.
I mean,
Please don't be mad. Not mad. It's just you're really moody, you know?
I think I miss my ferrets.
You gotta snap out of this, Caitlin. Maybe you need to talk to somebody.
You know, I'm already taking those Buspar pills.
Well, maybe that's not enough.
Where are you going?
The library.
come on, Meadow. You gotta give. Clearly, she's a troubled individual. Smart play right there.
See you later.
I'm sure coming here has been a culture shock for her. I mean, for us, LA, New Jersey, we're kind of used to the mean streets, you know? For someone like Caitlin from, Bartlesville, Oklahoma, New York's probably a little overwhelming. Maybe we should try and be patient with her.
I don't think patience is the thing with Caitlin. I think you gotta address the problem because there's been
You're sweet.
signs right
Most
there.
guys wouldn't even give a shit.
Well, not most guys.
Do you reckon? I feel like Noah is playing the cute shy boy. I don't know, the cute shy boy, quiet, not that expressive. I don't know. I just feel like he's playing. It might be him, to be fair, but I feel like he's using it as a tactic to get to Meadow. I don't know, to get with Meadow. Sorry. I don't know. This doesn't feel like a natural relationship. I don't know why. I don't feel the chemistry, but clearly there's something there if they're doing this. Not with Einstein in the background. Somebody call Oppenheimer, please.
Do you have time?
Blow this shit up. This is so awkward. I don't know why.
Hey, what are you doing home? Don't you have class?
It's Friday, only in the mornings.
I got a postcard from the dentist. It's time to schedule a cleaning.
Dad, I just went. It smells great. What is that?
It's a bundt cake for AJ's fundraiser.
Nice shoes. Is Daddy home?
He's upstairs.
You're entering a different stage of maturity now. Like,
You seem
What?
nothing. I don't know.
Hey, you know what I read? They're making a movie with Eloise.
Oh, really? That should be cute.
It's supposed to come out around Christmas or something.
is she wearing...
Remember at the plaza that time?
Okay,
I
she
tried
wearing
to pull
similar
on her
glasses
Eloise,
to
and I almost got in a
Noah.
fight with her.
Yeah, sad little Spanish girl.
She was so annoying.
I can't believe you even remember that. You were like 9 or something.
Hey,
Hello? Anyway, so when it opens, we are so there. You and me.
I know you're excited to see me, but try to control yourself.
I love how Kamala has the
Oh,
Yahoo mug.
How's school? What's new?
Caitlin's still a pain. She cries over, like, everything.
She probably misses her family, the poor thing.
Thank God for Noah, though. He's the only one that can calm her down. She started pulling her hair out last night because she saw a scary movie. She does it all the time now. Her scalp is, like, all raw.
Oh, my God.
Nothing a straitjacket wouldn't cure.
Sorry, I forgot. It's Mr. Sensitivity who doesn't have any problems of his own.
I'm agreeing with you.
Like you have a clue.
Like, they're just...
Jesus
Like-
Christ, what the fuck already?
Come...
Cut her some slack, Tony. She's under a lot of strain. And you did start this.
Did you see? Huh? How I didn't rise to the bait? The Mullignan?
The
What
Mulanya.
good it did me? Does anybody? It's still going on.
I love how Tony's trying to validate his own sort of like composure. See, I didn't snap at it. I didn't take the bait. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Carmela is a parent there. I don't know if I'm wrong here, but like, I just feel like, oh, maybe you should speak to Caitlin. Maybe she should get help. Maybe you should give your roommate some attention if they're clearly being like this, because down the line, if she does do something to herself, as you saw with Meadow taking, I think it was the scalpel, like, I think it crossed her mind that she may cut herself or do some harm to herself. I just feel like she's definitely an individual right there. I feel like it's glaringly obvious to the audience, an individual that needs help, and to see someone or to be in contact with their family or to have friends or to belong in a circle. And it's just like everyone around her is ignoring that. And I'm just like, I wish I could be there to help Caitlin in a way. 'Cause like you're seeing the signs and you're just like, once if it does happen, if she does take her own life, it's just like all that guilt. Maybe Meadow is gonna weigh on Meadow, like we didn't do enough, and like you get what I mean. Like it's just banger of a song, to be fair as well.
Oh, look at that. It's like an ad for a fucking weight loss center. Before and way before.
Hey, stop breaking balls.
Yeah, what I said, Tom. They're like an ad for
He always repeats his jokes.
before and after.
Before and before. Before and way before.
Hi, Tony.
Hey.
Hey, Ralph. I have come to reclaim Rome for my people. How you doing?
He just quoting Gladiator.
I have come to reclaim Rome for my people!
I don't get it. What do you mean?
Fucking gladiator, you fuck.
Oh, the movie. I didn't see it.
You're an asshole, man.
Yo, behave, you.
Hey.
Hey, baby. I was wondering where you were.
Oh,
Whoa.
Kiss me.
Whoa.
How many cocks you suck tonight?
Oh, come on, man.
Give me a drink. Skipper! Where's Tony? Oh, fucko! This weekend, get the video. There'll be a quiz next week.
Who does Ralphie think he is?
Find this piece of shit in the trunk someday.
All right, come on. Put it down, Ralphie. Come on.
I am father
That thing.
to a murdered
Hey, come on.
son, husband,
Ralph.
a murdered wife.
What are these cuts, man?
Jesus Christ. God damn it, Ralphie. Come on.
Ralphie, what's up?
My fucking eye, I'm blind. I'm
Clearly,
blind.
clearly he's drunk and just.
It was an accident.
What did you do?
Nothing. We were fucking around. It was an accident. Stop being such a crybaby.
Take him to the emergency room.
What?
Just take him.
Come on, pussy boy.
Now she's got me all wound up.
To put her out of your mind.
Duh, if I could do that. Maybe we should find her a guy.
That's
Don't
not
you
gonna
think
solve
that?
anything.
Do you really think I'd subject one of my friends to Caitlin? I have an idea. I think her birthday's coming up. Why don't we take her out, you know, like to celebrate?
You mean like to live bait?
Get her drunk. Maybe it'll cheer her up.
Please, she's bad enough sober.
These guys have the wrong
And I know it would cheer you up.
outlook.
Oh yeah? What?
Horny kids,
Go to
man.
the fuse box.
Horny kids.
In the cellar, Janice. So call the gas company. What do you want from me?
Like I feel like the juxtaposition of this episode with Tony being at the butter bingo lot and Meadow doing what she's doing. If Tony found out about what Meadow was doing, he'd be all up Shit's Creek, especially with Noah, and we know what his views on Noah are. But it like obviously with him completely juxtaposed with getting a blowjob off a random hooker as well, and just what's going on at the butter bing as well. Like I feel like a lot of this episode, I feel like the main focus is just, I don't know, there's a lot of, I feel like women this episode who need attention or are craving attention, like Tracy is with Tony. Yeah, I feel like that's the main theme this episode. I feel like
You chose to live there, remember? Ralphie's the one sticking her. Why don't he pay for her teeth? It's a loan. I'm juicing her. Usually it's fake tits they want. Well, she don't need those. That's for sure. Kid's a thoroughbred. But Maron, those choppers. Fucking train wreck.
it's that innocence being taken away at such a young age, or like young age. I feel like they're all legal age, but like it's just, yeah, I don't.
That is so sad. The cheers, the peers, the bears, the social security cards.
Come on, Caitlin.
No, I mean, we should give her some money. Why are you steaming me like that? Mary, Mary.
Caitlin.
Excuse me, miss. Miss.
Hey, big up, Caitlin.
Miss. Oh, my God.
Not bad, Chrissy. Decent week.
What are you crying? Keep it up. I'll give you something to cry about.
Oh my.
What's the braces, honey?
God, it was so horrible. It's over, Caitlin, okay? How can you be so callous?
The editing this episode is so intentional. It's just like, I feel like Caitlin is sort of like, I don't know, I feel like her line right there is meant to implicate how Tracy was feeling in that scene or what she would have thought after. And then, just...
That was the most horrific thing ever.
It was a homeless woman with a Daily News up her butt. Try and get some rest, okay?
Good, get out of here. At least she has to maybe spend more time with Caitlin, help her out.
Where do you think she sleeps at night?
When did you come in?
Just now. Sorry, were you sleeping?
I love how this episode show and obviously Carmela's sleeping alone here because Tony's doing his stuff at the Bada Bing.
Paying for that dorm room.
It's Caitlin again. I can't sleep there. Forget about studying.
Oh, like you were studying at 2 a.m.
Noah and I took her out for her birthday. She's all depressed to begin with, and then she starts having conniptions over this homeless lady in the street.
And how are things with Noah?
He's going up to Hampshire College with his friend from LA. He said he told me about it, but I know he didn't. Don't you think that's weird that he would just do that?
Yes, because he ain't the
I
one,
don't really
fam.
know him.
And his friend Josh, I mean, I guess he's okay.
I feel like...
So you two are still dating then?
Is that a problem?
You started this conversation. The hygienist from Dr. Macera's called. You never scheduled your appointment.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I'll do it.
I feel like this episode right here, I'll wait for this scene to end 1 second.
And Jackie Jr. says hello.
Noah's great, but he can be odd, you know? It's like, 1 minute he's all affectionate, and then the next he's like a totally different person.
I feel like Noah's just using her, man.
Meadow, are you in love with this boy?
I don't know. I guess so.
The fact she's saying, I guess so, doesn't mean she is.
I mean, at this point, it better be.
At what point? What does that mean?
Sorry, but we are so not having that conversation.
I think Carmela knows. So, it's a very interesting episode, this one, in terms of, I talked about the dynamic before with Meadow and Tracy, and I feel like it shows the ends, like the opposite ends of mafia life. On one side, it shows how mafia, or being part of a mafia family as a girl, can be, you know, fantastic. You get to go to a fantastic university, you get to live sort of like a luscious life. And on the other point, on the other end, you see Tracy, an individual on the opposite end of mafia life, you know, being used and abused by multiple guys, and she just doesn't have it any other way. I guess this episode is probably a commentary on classism as well. You even had the homeless woman and how Caitlin viewed her, and you just see different characters react to different situations this episode. And I said it time and time again about this show, you know, being heavy on how people have been brought up, and that, I guess, you know, forms their perception on how they are as an elderly individual, or as they continue to grow up. And I feel like Noah, I'm not sure if, I don't know, that's not true love with Meadow. I know something's off there. And you see this episode, Meadow have this sort of, as soon as she loses her virginity, she had this sort of like glow up as well. Even Carmela asks us up when she walks into the kitchen before. She's like, she even noticed the change right there. She's even changed her hair color to purple. But I don't know, something rubs me off the wrong way with Noah, in terms like it just might be one of those college campus, you know, sort of like F him and leave him with a girl. I know it's savage to say, but I just feel like that's what he's doing to Meadow, and I feel like Meadow will learn from this experience. But yeah, it's interesting. I feel like it's young love, her gonna sort of had this sort of learning curve from Noah, because I don't think they're gonna last at all. But then on the opposite, yeah, you have Tracy, who just has to conform to everyone, and it's like, amongst the laughter and jokes that are made with the boys in these sort of environments, like, yeah, it's amusing, they're cracking jokes. It just kind of reminds you about the life they're living and what they're doing to other individuals as well.
I'm pregnant. It's Ralphie's.
Oh,
Congratulations. You already got one kid. Problems with that, burning them with cigarettes, whatever the fuck you were
I
doing.
got help for that. I had a lot of repressed anger. The county social worker says it all goes back to my mom and holding my hand on the stove.
Whatever, okay?
all goes back to childhood. I was literally just saying that before.
Your situation, you need another kid like you need a fucking hole in the head. You're young. You still got your figure. You're making money.
So you think I should get an abortion?
Believe me. But Ralphie's the father, you'll be doing this kid and the next 3 generations a favor.
Hey, Urban Outfitters is having a sale.
We're out of syrup.
Could you use a whole gallon at a time?
I don't know. I just feel like as if Tony doesn't kind of see, like, I feel like Tony should be going. I don't know. I feel like he sees her as another employee, and at the same time, she's very young, Tracy. She's clearly like along the lines of being the same age as Meadow. She doesn't look as like maturely grown up as the other woman at Bada Bing. So I feel like Tony, from a mindset, I thought he'd view sort of like Meadow in her, or like this is what, like, he obviously doesn't want Meadow to become this. So I feel like, I don't know why he doesn't. I feel like he just sees her as another employee doing her thing at the Bada Bing. Whereas if it's Meadow, there's no way Tony would let her like become that, because it's his own daughter.
You need shoes.
Shoes, some new tops.
I need underwear.
So you want to go or not?
I put your whites in at 10:30. I need to wait until the dry is free.
Let Liliana do it.
Liliana's off.
Now it's going to be a zoo by the time we get there.
What's with that? Get your own juice, fam. Obviously, you also have the safe sex with Meadow. Then the opposite with Tracy getting pregnant this episode too. Caitlin seems in good spirits.
And she wants me to go to Vermont this weekend.
For what?
Friends of my dad's. Paul and Irion Dudley. Paul's a psychiatry professor at Dartmouth Medical School, and they have a horse farm and ride and talk. Paul's very inspiring.
Sounds good.
I just feel better already.
I love how the moods of
Irion
them
is an amazing
have completely changed across the
Now,
episode.
If I just don't get freaked out by the sound of the pine trees at
And
night.
flipped.
I'm going to Noah's.
Oh.
This is a great gladiator movie. Look at Kirk Douglas's fucking hair. They didn't have flat tops in ancient Rome.
What do you want to drink, baby?
Give me a Fresca.
She starts crying about her economics class. She doesn't get it. So I give her my notes from last year. I'm talking primo notes. I got an A.
Bro, shut your ass up with you and your grades. I love how this cut right here, the editing in this episode has been fantastic. You had Tracy walking across the room, and then it cut to Noah walking in the same style across the room, and Meadows in the same position as she was, crossing her legs as she was on the bed before when talking to Caitlin. And I feel so bad for Caitlin,
She
man.
doesn't understand my writing. What does this word mean? Blah, 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 blah.
Nothing's ever enough with her.
I mean, I know I'm the RA, but technically she's not even on my floor. C minus. Really beautiful, Noah.
It's not that bad, okay?
I want options when I graduate, Meadow. I'm going to law school in 2 short years. A C minus is fucked for me.
Hey, get humbled, son.
Early in the semester, you'll make it up.
Learn from it.
Give me a break. In 2 seconds, I could get a job at any other...
Come on, Sylvia.
Till you pay what you owe, that shaved twat of yours belongs to me. You understand? I asked you a question. Yeah, now get in the car.
Yeah, this episode yet again. And a cut again with Ralphie laughing in the window to laughing at dinner. The editing this episode is so intentional.
I swear to God, we can have an entire conversation, but if that TV's on, he's not hearing a word I'm saying.
One time this happened.
Don't forget it, Gab. You might as well be talking to the furniture.
Well, that's because men have the attention span of children.
I'm sorry, honey. What'd you say?
I feel like in all the laughter, in all the cracking of jokes, like I said before, which we get caught up in at points, I get caught up in it as well. This episode serves as a reminder as to what these men truly are. I just feel like this is the intention of this episode.
This cake, Rosalie.
Oh, really, Ro, delicious.
The whole meal.
The way they treat their family life with the way they treat their mafia life. It's a different stratosphere.
Hey, college boy. How's school?
Good. You know, back in the books. Almost Dean's List.
What's this almost? Give me his name, no more almost.
See? I'm like,
I'm going out. I'll probably end up staying at Bobby's.
No drinking and driving.
How's the flight?
Aside from Tim Daly chewing my ear for an hour, it was wonderful.
The guy from Wings, you know him?
He did his deal for Fugitive.
Usually I enjoy LA to New York. 5 hours without interruptions. It's the only time I get to do some real work.
Unbelievable. He flies first class, personal DVD player with any movie he wants. Never even opens the case.
Bad enough representing these people. I have to suffer through their movies, too.
The pretentious prick, bro. This episode's massive on classism as well. Like,
God, it must be so exciting being an entertainment lawyer. Get to meet all the celebrities.
It beats working for a living.
He's in town to meet with Dick Wolf.
The sportscaster?
Actually, he's a TV producer. Special
there are so
Victims
many
Unit,
Richards
Law and
this
Order.
episode, if you know what I mean.
I still love that show.
Good evening. May I offer you a cocktail before dinner? Guys, are we drinking wine?
Clobagaz, the 94 if you've got it.
And waste management.
Toxic chemicals, medical waste, that sort of thing.
Yeah, sort of. Environmental cleanup.
What's the matter?
Tell Caitlin if we went to the movies, I'd call her. Starting to feel bad.
Thank you.
I'm feeling bad the second I saw that grade. Did I tell you my father's filing a restraining order against her?
What? You're kidding, right?
You obviously don't know my father. He totally freaked when he heard about the C-.
Well, I mean, couldn't you try talking to her first?
At this point,
She thinks we're her friends.
we have to set limits. I mean, the girl was ruining our lives. Think about it. We couldn't do anything without her horning in. And we certainly couldn't take her to see this.
I have to give it to this episode. This is one of my favorite episodes of the show. I say that a lot, but I feel like this one, in terms of, you know, depicting that, you know, that element of class, as I was talking about before, and, you know, I was going on before about, you know, upbringings, and obviously Noah has had a different upbringing to Meadow, and Tracy has a different upbringing to Meadow and Noah, and you see Noah's viewpoints here. You know, it's like he gets a C-, and like it's almost as if the world's ending, when before that woman, she's having to wipe her ass with newspaper. Like, you get what I mean? Like the homeless girl right there. And it's just like how different individuals, because of their upbringing, react to different things in life. And like, I feel like, I don't know, when you're brought up a bit differently, you tend to appreciate the finer things, or like the little things in life. Obviously, Meadow's brought up, she's brought up from a mafia family where, you know, it's a different outlook with Tony in terms of like his culture, but in terms of like her being brought up in a way where, you know, that her family's not financially struggling and things like that. But obviously, Noah's father has implemented different teachings with the way he's been brought up. I don't know. I just feel like, lacking humility, humbleness. I don't know. Like Noah completely, you know, like I said, reacting to the C-, almost as if the world's ending, putting a restraining order on Caitlin for behaving the way she is. It's almost as if they have such a narrow-minded view of the world. They see it through like such a fine lens. It's just like, there's no one that's better than us. It's such a pretentious outlook, Noah and his father. And I love that this episode's dealing with different elements of classes and different individuals. And it's just so, it's sad to see. It's disheartening at points. And it's just like I said, I just wish I could be there on screen to, you know, help Caitlin out, to talk some sense into this logic ass looking motherfudger here. But it's just, yeah.
Oh, what, not even a hello?
Fuck you, asshole.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice. That's how you talk to a man in front of his friends?
Yeah, right. What man?
Oh, a double. Oh. You tell him, sweetie.
I like this girl.
Women,
Hey,
women.
Ralphie's he might have a temper snap
Why
here.
was I born handsome instead of rich?
We know these guys here and their temper. There's no composure. That doesn't exist in their dictionary.
Leave me alone.
What's the matter with you? What are you being like this for?
Fuck you. 3 days you don't call, even to see how I am.
Baby, I'm busy. I gotta work. How else am I gonna take care of you when you're 9 months pregnant? I know that guy who was a mortgage broker.
Really? Ralphie, I love you.
I love you too, baby. Hey, if it's a boy, we'll name him after me. If it's a girl, we'll name her Tracy after you. This way she can grow up to be a cocksucking slob, just like her mother. Are you out of your fucking mind?
This guy does not know limits with his jokes.
That's right. That's right. Get it all out. Get it all out, you little hooer.
It make you feel good? You feel like a man?
Bro, he's gonna kill her.
Look at you now. Give me a fucking drink.
What happened to you?
Oh. Tracy. She slipped. We were arguing, I don't know. She fell.
Holy fucking shit. Get a sheet, Chrissy. Cover that up.
Where is he?
Inside.
Go get him.
Deal with him, man. Does he not realize that he killed his unborn child as well?
She fell?
It's my story.
You stupid motherfucker. How fucking dare you?
Take it easy.
You don't think. You disrespect this place. That's the reason why you were passed the fuck over.
It's my fault she's a klutz. You out of your fucking mind laying your hands on me?
This is the boss of this family. Shut the fuck up.
I'm a main guy!
Come. We gotta get you out of here.
Place open? No. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here, Ralph. Keep that back door locked and get her the fuck out of here.
You got a rug, piece of carpet? Come on.
Cocksucker was way out of line.
20 years old, this girl.
That too.
That's a motherless child as well now as well. Because I remember as well in a previous episode where the episode Melfi got attacked when her son came into the room after he'd found out what happened. You know, he talks about the world's a fucking sewer. This is all it is. And right there, it's sort of like cut to the sewerage as well. And even though characters may say one thing in one episode, that one thing may have sort of a visual connection later down the track. It doesn't necessarily need to be the following episode or the next. Like, this is 2 episodes down, it has another connection. It could be 3-4 episodes down. So it's very intentional storytelling. And like I said before, the editing this episode is absolutely fantastic. How one scene bleeds into the next. You had Ralphie's laughter bleeding into the laughter at the family conversation. And like I said, you have characters in trouble this episode who are in need of attention in different environments, not receiving the help. You know, Caitlin clearly needs help and she needs attention, but she's not receiving it. Tracy needs attention and help, and as a young girl, not receiving the attention she needs. Clearly, yeah, it doesn't matter where you are. Like, look at Caitlin. She's at a university, and she's still not receiving the attention despite, you know, her friends being next to her, the resources available to her, whereas Tracy's stuck in a different environment, and you can tell she's helpless. She's not going to receive the attention she deserves. So yeah, I love the sort of duality of the storytelling this episode. Again, this one titled University, and then in season 1 we had the college episode, which was, you know, titled College. This one's titled University. Both very important episodes for this show. End it with this fool.
I don't think we should see each other anymore.
Are you breaking up with me?
You're really that surprised?
Why? I mean, things were going so good.
Look, honestly, you're too negative. It's
Look
you have
who's
no
talking.
cynicism about everything.
What are you talking about?
I really didn't want to get into this.
So things are better then? Since our first session?
Is this meant to be like sort of like a comedic relief ending to the episode? Because I remember I laughed my ass off when I saw these two in the therapy session last episode together. But I feel like, is this meant to relieve the tension of what was a very traumatic episode? Because if not, I'm not falling for it. Because if it is, I'm not falling for it.
Yes, I guess.
I will laugh, but like...
You seem to talk more easily.
You're being particularly quiet today.
Sometimes I got nothing to say.
Anthony, Carmela is here. She's giving up her time to talk about your panic attacks.
If Carmela wasn't here, Tony would have opened up about what... Oh, okay.
Worked for us. Borough Sanitation. He died.
Who?
Who? You don't know. He died, that's all. Work-related death.
Was a work-related death. I just wish he was more... Does he feel ashamed to talk about it because it was a woman?
Say it when they go so young.
God, is there nothing to eat in this house?
Yep, Carmela needs to go upstairs and have that talk. And business as usual resumes at the bada bing.
Maybe she quit. I heard she went outside with Ralphie and never came back. Do yourself a favor, keep what you hear to yourself.
Yeah, smart. She went into witness protection. Turn a blind eye to what happened.
All the stories been told of kings and days of old.
And the same song that we saw at the beginning, or the same song played at the beginning of the episode plays now.
All the wars that were won or lost somehow don't seem to matter very much anymore.
Yeah, this was a very intentional, like, not episode. So this was a very important episode, and it was fantastically created. This episode was, I think it was about the 50. I think it was like the 46-minute mark. Sorry, 46-minute mark for this episode, and there was not a minute wasted, not a second wasted. This episode, the amount of storytelling told in this episode, and the impact it had on me for it's quite a short episode for Sopranos. Usually they're 53 minutes upwards on that, but for like a 46-minute episode, the amount of storytelling done for the runtime is absolutely outstanding, and let alone to go along with that, the editing of this episode, the visual storytelling as well, the visual connections from scene to scene to tie in characters which were distant with one another, which Meadow and Tracy, who would never, interact with one another, was fantastic. Even Caitlin as well. Even the men this episode, to tie in them, is absolutely outstanding. And I paused a lot during this episode to give my thoughts and share my thoughts, and that's why I don't want to ramble on too much at the end here. And I hope you guys enjoyed my analysis and breakdown at the end. Throughout the episode. Yet again, another fantastic episode of Sopranos, and I feel like along with its commentary on classism and upbringing and things like that, I feel like it served yet as another reminder as to who our protagonists are, who the guys we sort of like laugh along with and joke along with as the show goes on. And yeah, it just serves as a reminder that innocent people, or people who are not part of the game per se, they can be hurt by these individuals. And like I said, it serves as a reminder as to who these individuals are, how they think, how they react to certain things. And yeah, I absolutely love this episode, and I think it's another one of those episodes that is one of the most important in the show. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. As always, it's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.